For every person who dies by suicide, more than 20 others attempt it. That means, behind every tragic loss, there are countless silent struggles, lives teetering on the edge, often unnoticed by those around them. That's not just a number, it's a silent epidemic touching classrooms, offices, and homes everywhere. It's in the places we least expect, affecting people of all ages, backgrounds, and walks of life. The pain is often hidden behind everyday smiles and nods. Many of us become experts at pretending, masking our struggles so well that even those closest to us may never know. This isn't someone else's problem, it's a human problem. No community, no family, no individual is immune to the reach of mental health challenges. I know, because I was once part of that statistic. I felt the weight of despair, the isolation that comes from believing no one could possibly understand. The thought of ending my life was a constant, quiet presence. It lingered in the background, shaping my days and haunting my nights, even when I was surrounded by others. Talking about suicide feels taboo, but silence is the real danger. It lets the darkness grow. When we avoid these conversations, we allow shame and fear to take root. Open conversation is the first step toward hope. It's how we begin to break the cycle, to let light in where there's been only shadow. When we talk about mental health, we show people they're not alone. We remind each other that support is possible and that reaching out is a sign of strength, not weakness. Every story shared chips away at stigma and builds a bridge for others. Each honest conversation creates a ripple, encouraging more people to speak up and seek help. My journey is just one of many, but I share it to show there is a path through the darkness. Healing is possible, and hope can return, even when it feels out of reach. Hope is real, and connection can save lives. By opening up, listening, and supporting one another, we can make a difference, one conversation at a time. Living with suicidal thoughts felt like being trapped underwater, like every breath was a struggle, and the world above seemed impossibly far away. It was as if I was screaming for help, but no sound could break through the surface. Life was happening above, but I couldn't reach it. I watched people laugh, talk, and move forward, while I remained stuck, weighed down by invisible chains. Pretending to be okay was exhausting. Smiling felt like wearing a mask that grew heavier every day, hiding the pain that never seemed to fade. The thoughts whispered that I was a burden, twisting reality until I only saw my flaws. Every mistake felt magnified, every shortcoming proof that I didn't belong. Depression is a convincing liar, isolating you and building a prison of shame. It tells you that you're alone, even when you're surrounded by people who care. Imagine your mind as a sky, but a single black storm cloud blocks out all light. No matter how hard you try, the sun just won't break through. The future felt like endless storm, not possibility. Hope seemed distant, and every day blurred into the next. I didn't want to die, I just wanted the pain to stop. I longed for relief, for a break from the relentless ache inside. This state drains the color from the world. Even simple tasks feel impossible. Getting dressed, eating, or even speaking can feel like insurmountable challenges. You become a ghost in your own life. It's as if you're watching yourself from a distance, unable to connect or feel truly present. The smallest things, getting out of bed, taking a shower, feel like climbing a mountain. Every movement takes effort you don't have. The world keeps moving, but you're stuck in a relentless, invisible battle. It's like time is passing you by, and you're powerless to catch up. It's a quiet, desperate struggle. The pain is real, even if it's hidden from view. But it's not one you have to fight alone. Reaching out for help can feel impossible, but it's the first step toward finding hope again. My turning point came quietly, late at night, when the loneliness felt absolute. Depression screamed that I was alone and things would never get better. But a small thought surfaced. Maybe someone, somewhere, felt the same way. That flicker of connection was enough to challenge my isolation. I decided to tell just one person, my partner. I stumbled through the words, but I said enough. The response wasn't judgment, but love and concern. That moment was the beginning of my path back. Admitting I wasn't okay was the first real step toward healing. I realized I wasn't alone, and that realization saved my life. Sometimes the smallest act of reaching out can change everything. Connection is a lifeline. You don't have to face the darkness by yourself. Getting help was just the start. Recovery was a slow rebuild. Therapy became my foundation, teaching me that thoughts aren't facts. I learned to see negative thoughts as passing clouds, not reality. Cognitive behavioral tools helped me challenge depression's lies. My loved ones became my support crew, holding me steady as I did the work. Their love reminded me I was worthy, even when I doubted it. Small things, walks, books, a gratitude journal became anchors. These daily habits trained my mind to look for light, however small. Recovery isn't about one big fix, it's about building a support system, piece by piece. The right tools and people can hold you up when you can't stand alone. Healing is possible, even if it's slow. For a long time, my only goal was to survive each day. But slowly, life's colors returned. A green leaf, the taste of coffee, a good conversation. Hope wasn't a sudden sunrise, but a gradual dawn built from small moments. I started to believe in a future I could actually enjoy. Reclaiming life meant rediscovering what made me feel alive. I tried old hobbies and new ones, building a new self from the ashes. Recovery isn't a cure, it's a practice. Bad days still come, but now I have tools and support. I'm not afraid of the rain anymore. I know I can survive it. The journey taught me that life isn't about avoiding darkness but finding light within it. Scars are proof of battles won. There is beauty in surviving. The biggest lesson I learned is that asking for help is strength, not weakness. It takes real courage to admit when you're struggling and to reach out to others. For a long time, I believed I had to handle everything on my own, but I realized that no one is meant to carry their burdens alone. We're taught to handle problems alone, but that mindset is a trap. It can make us feel isolated and overwhelmed, as if we're the only ones facing these challenges. But the truth is, everyone needs support at some point in their lives. True strength is reaching out and saying, "I can't do this alone." It's about recognizing your limits and allowing others to help you carry the weight. Vulnerability is not a flaw, it's a sign of bravery and self-awareness. My journey from struggle to hope was only possible through connection, with a therapist, loved ones, and others who understood. Each time I opened up, I found compassion and understanding, and slowly, I started to heal. Suffering isn't a personal failure, it's a human condition that needs community. We all go through hard times, and it's okay to lean on others. In fact, it's how we grow stronger together. When I let others in, the darkness lost its power. The simple act of sharing my pain made it feel lighter, and hope slowly returned. If you're struggling, know you're not alone. Your life has value, even if you can't feel it now. There are people who care about you and want to help, even if it's hard to believe in this moment. There are people and resources ready to help, like the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Reaching out can be the first step toward healing, and there is no shame in asking for support. Please hold on to see the sunrise. You are worth it, and tomorrow can bring new hope and possibilities. Your story matters, and your voice could be someone else's lifeline. By reaching out, you not only help yourself but you inspire others to do the same.